Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. I'm obsessed with it. Hi you guys, welcome back to the Clean Beauty Code. I'm so excited for this video because we're doing new products, new makeup, and I'm so excited. We did this makeup look today. What do you guys think? This eye product here truly has changed my life. I am so excited to show you everything in action. I am jazzed. This is also the last new in makeup video of this year, I believe. So 2024, we're going to be trying a bunch of new products still, but this is the last one of this year. And I really like this makeup look. I don't know. It's glowy. It's dewy. She's cute, but like still gives a little bit of festive. I don't know. I love it. I would love to know down below if you have any products that you definitely want me to review in 2024, what videos you would like me to kind of create. Let me know down below, please. I'm always on the hunt for what you guys are kind of looking for, loving, review-wise, but also video-wise. Let me know down below. And yeah, I just want to jump into this video and get started. So if you're excited for this video or more videos like this, then please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into this new makeup video. Brought you in closer. Let's get into these new products. I'm excited. So first things first, we're going Complexion. Now, I was unsure about this product at first because I wasn't really sure what it was going to do, but my skin has been loving it in winter. And this is what it is. This is from Bloomeffects. They actually sent me this. This is their Dewdrops. Is it? Yeah, Dewdrops. Crushing it with the names. This is their Dewdrops, and what I love about this is you can wear it alone. You can mix it with your face cream. I also have been mixing it with my complexion products on days where my skin has just been feeling so dehydrated and like tight. You know that feeling? This has been great. So I'm going to apply this before I do my complexion product because you can mix it with complexion products. You can also wear it alone. You can mix it with your face cream. I really like this. And one pump is enough. A very little bit of this goes a long way. And I'm just going to apply it to my face and just mix it with my fingers. And by mix it, I mean blend it in with my fingers. And I really like this. And again, one pump is all I need. I do use the entire pump, but it's just so good. And if I mix it with complexion products, sometimes I'll do half a pump, or even a face cream, do half a pump, but it just, look how healthy it makes my complexion look and feel, and it just sinks in. And what I like about this is it plays well with everything I have in my routine. I'm gonna do a little pump on the back of my hand just so you can see what it does to the skin. It's just so good. And what it does, look at the difference. Dewy, healthy, happy, bland, boring, needs moisture. It's so good. I really like the way that it sits on top of all my makeup and like mixes with all my makeup. This is a really, really good product and I like wearing this a lot. So then we're gonna go on with the skin tint on top. We're gonna go on with the Tower 28 skin tint. I've really been liking this right now. My skin just needs it. So I'm just gonna do a little dollop of it. I'm gonna mix it with this brush here into the brush. And I really like what this does, this technique does. And all my complexion products, even foundations that I haven't loved with a brush specifically, I have been loving using this technique with. I just feel like my skin really plays well with this type of application. So I applied this product here. This is from Tower 28 and this is their shade Silver Lake, I believe. Yes, Silver Lake. I also have the shade Runyon from them. And sometimes I'll mix them together. It kind of depends on where my undertone is at because Silver Lake is more neutral. Runyon is a little bit more with a yellow undertone. Love how my complexion looks. Next, we're going to move on to a concealer before we move on to additional newer products. I'm just going to go on with the lip tinted concealer, which I love. This is the shade 16, I believe. Yes, the shade 16. And I'm not going to apply too much. I'm just going to apply that amount. I feel like that's good with this concealer. You can let this sit. I'm just going to blend it out right away. You can blend with your fingers, a brush. I'm just going to go with a beauty sponge and blend it out. Of the coverage. Next, we're moving on to brows. Now, I only have a mini of this product. This is the Kosas like air brow. I do have a full size. I don't know where it is, but I have the same size in the mini, so that's fine. So the shade I have is brown black or black brown. brown black. Oh my gosh, the minis, it's like so hard to read. So I really like this product. I mean, I prefer a clear. However, I do like the hold of this product. What I will say is in the mini and the full size, I have found that I do need to clean off the wand because there's so much product on this wand. And if you know me, you know that I prefer not too intense of like a tinted brow. I prefer something a little less tinted, so that's why, I mean, generally I grab a clear, but I do really like the way that this wears throughout the day, and the hold is really nice. You just got to clean off if you don't like too much pigment on your brows. You just need to clean off the brush because if not, it can be a little bit much. So then what I like to do is I like to take the end of this, not re-dip, and what I've liked to do is kind of try and fill in my brows before I go in with a brow pencil. I feel like that does a really good job of filling in your brows in a very natural way. I don't know. I feel like it gave me some pigment without it being too much. I'm actually going to leave my brows like this. I'm not going to go on with an extra brow pencil, but if I would go in with a really, really skinny one. Just because if I go in with my usual Westman Atelier one that's a little bit wider, I feel like it can end up looking messy, but I really like this brow product. If I had to pick between the clear or the tinted one, I would still go with the clear just because that's my preference. Next, we're going on with a product from the brand Flight 70, and this is a bronzer, and I was unsure about this because I don't really like products where the bronzer isn't all over or the blush isn't all over because I feel like I have to be more careful with my brush. However, this product, you can mix it and it does give you a very like beachy kind of flush where it's like not just bronze and not just a reddy kind of burnt cheek look. But I was unsure at first. I like to use a smaller bronzer brush, so I'm able to kind of pinpoint exactly where I want because I don't love mixing the colors together. Just for my complexion, this shade specifically is a little bit too warm. However, you can mix it and it does look nice, and the shades look nice together. Just on my complexion, it's not the best. So I like to dip in, tap off, and apply. Now, if I had to pick between this and another powder bronzer I have, I probably wouldn't go with this one just because I feel like it's too warm for my complexion. However, the product itself is beautiful and really melts into the skin. If you're a fan of the butter bronzer or kind of the Victoria Beckham Beauty bronzer in terms of the way it sits on the skin, not necessarily how soft it feels. It's not quite as soft as either of those products, but it does sit on the skin and kind of really disappear. Again, the shade just isn't the best shade for me because I do feel like it's a little bit warm and makes me look a little too flushed for my preference in bronzer. However, it is a beautiful product. So as you can see, the bronze, it is nice. It sits on the skin really nicely and it does disappear, kind of like the butter bronzer from Physician Formula, which I like. It just really disappears on the skin. However, I do the undertone and the mix of the blush and bronze together for this time of year isn't great. In summer, I might grab it more, but for me right now, this isn't a favorite to grab. However, formula-wise, this is beautiful, and I need to grab more Flight 70 products because I'm very impressed with their formulas overall. Next, we're going to move on to blush. I have two blushes today. One is this is from Bloomeffects. Again, they also sent me this, and this is their Petal Pink shade, and this is like a lip and cheek. Now, I prefer, anytime it's a lip and cheek, I usually prefer everything to just be for the cheeks, and this is no exception to that. I just feel like this shade specifically, you'll see it, she does not look good on me, my complexion at all, but on the cheeks, it's beautiful. And this is a really pretty shade for spring, and this is like a nice cream blush. So I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand for you. Oh, that's a lot, that's okay. Put out so much, and I'm just gonna show you, look how pretty that shade is. Spring, this is spring. This is the most beautiful spring cheek color. And this is also one that in January, Feb, where I feel like the tones of makeup kind of shift to be a little bit more cool tone, but also the cheek is a little bit more bright pink. This is gonna be like the most ideal blush shade ever. And what I like to do with this is just like any other cream blush, I do like to dip in with a brush. And this one, I don't feel like I have to be super careful with because the pigmentation, of course, is there. However, it's very easy to blend. Look how beautiful that is. It's so good, you guys. So I just like to blend this, and it is more on the dewy side, so that is just something to be aware of. And I know right now, sitting like this, it looks crazy. I swear it's gonna look really cute. All right, love the way that blended out. I'm gonna let that sit for a second before I go on with the powder blush. So we're gonna move on to the eyes real quick. And I have a really exciting new eyeshadow, and I've been obsessed with it, and I've gotten so many compliments. First, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set my eye. I'm not gonna put any primer down, but I'm gonna set my eye with a little bit of powder just so that, you know, do you see the smoke that just came off that? I'm gonna set my eye with just a little bit of powder so that it's set. I just feel like if you don't put primer down, it's always really nice to set your lid with a little bit of powder, but also if you do primer, always set your lid, always set that primer with a little bit of powder as well. All right, we set with powder. Let's move on to the new product. And this is from Rituel, and this is their like glossy eye product. And you guys, I have been obsessed with this, and I've gotten so many compliments. They have a few shades. I got this shade here. And I know this looks lackluster. You're like, girl, what even? I'll show you. It's so freaking good. And oh my gosh, I love this. This is so good. I'm gonna be wearing this all the time. And I feel like this doesn't do it justice. It is a really glossy product. And there you go, you can see. And it's very much like more skin tony, but it isn't too skin tony. When I put it on my eyes, I swear you're gonna love it because in person, this product is amazing. So this is again their glossy eye color, and I was not sure what shade I wanted to go with. I'm glad that I got this one because this is just, I feel like it's so me. So what I like to do is I like to take with my finger a little bit at a time and kind of build it up on the lid. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. I'm just so obsessed with these, you guys. Look, it's so good. Now, what I will say is if you have oily lids, definitely use a primer. I didn't use a primer today because I wanted you to see how it applies without primer. There are days I've used primer and I've really liked it. I've tested it without primer, with primer set, with powder, without. I think the combination of primer and powder is the best with this product because you can get, at times, a little bit of creasing at first, like right in the, on your crease in your lid. However, when you blend it that like creasing out, it doesn't crease again. It's a very interesting formula. I just love it. It's so gorgeous. And this, if you're the type of person that wants a holiday look, right, that is kind of has a little bit of shimmer to it and you don't want to go full send with it, this is such a good product. I'm gonna do a little swatchy poo in the back of my hand for you so you can really see kind of the finish if it will focus on my hand. Do you see? Okay, if I can. It's just so pretty. It has a subtle shimmer, but once it's on your lid, it's actually a lot more reflective. I mean, just look at that. And a glossy lid with a red lip. Heh, neat. So beautiful, but I love this. So this is definitely one that this out of everything I'm using today is the most standout and incredible product. And the amount of compliments I've gotten wearing this is crazy. So if you're on the hunt for like a glossy lid kind of look, but you also want something that has a little bit more than just a clear balm, this is so good. And this shade would look incredible on, I feel like every skin tone. It is beautiful. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. I'm just gonna go on with this one. This is the multi-liner from Tower 28, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a line. Okay, we are lined. Now, before I go in with mascara and lips, I wanna do the rest of the blush really quick. So we're going on with another blush. And I'm excited about this because this is kind of like a blush highlighter. This is from Bareminerals, which you know how I feel about Bareminerals and their blush. Just love them. So this is their highlighting blush, which I know has been a really big thing people have been loving. People love the RMS one. People really also love the House Labs one. And this is great. I got the shade Pink Glow, which is a really pretty shade. And this to focus, there we go. And it's a very, I feel like it's gonna look nice with this, and it's very pretty. What I will say, look how it is powdery. Not in a bad way, but in a way where you pick up a lot of product when you swipe it. However, what I like about this is it is very pigmented and it has a very pretty glow to it. And I feel like a lot of the time highlighting blushes look like they won't do much, but they do a lot. And I like the way this sits. So I'm gonna take this side of my brush here, dip in. Do you see the powder that kind of fell off? So just be careful. Know that it's a little bit powdery, so brush off on the back of your hand. And also it's pigmented, so brush off on the back of your hand. And then I'm just gonna apply this. And I mean, that is just so pretty. I hope it's coming across on camera how pretty it is. I have so much blush on right now, you guys. I look crazy. So then I dipped in again, brushing it off on the back of my hand, and then applying to the cheeks. Because although this is kind of a lighter blush shade, it doesn't feel like it's really intense. When you do not remove some of the excess product, I learned the hard way that it is so pigmented and really applies product a lot because of how fluffy the product is. And I like that it's fluffy because then I don't feel like I can remove product, and I don't feel like I have to apply a lot to get the pigmentation. But it's, you don't want to make the mistake of over applying at first. So we're just going to apply a little bit more. I'm not going to re-dip in for the second side. And I just really like how this blush looks. I mean, what do you guys think? It's so pretty together. This is a really nice product, and this is definitely one specifically in spring and summer, but in spring, this shade I'm going to be obsessing over, because it looks so beautiful. But when you get close to the mirror, I have a magnifying mirror here. When I get close to the mirror, it doesn't look powdery. And that's what I love about the Bareminerals cheek products so far that I've tried, is they do not look powdery on the cheek, even if they are a powdery product like this one. The other blush that they have that I love, their Gen Nude Blush Bronzer Duo kind of product, is not as fluffy as this one, in the sense of a lot of product comes off at the brush at once. This is a little less hard pressed in the pan, but I love this product. This is really good. And again, a spring summer, like, obsessed. Okay, now we're gonna move on to mascara. Before we move on to the lips, I'm gonna go on with the Jones Road Beauty mascara. I'm not gonna curl my lashes today. I don't know, I feel like giving my lashes a break from being curled. I'm gonna clean off the wand slightly, just a little bit, so I don't over apply, because I wanna do a few coats of mascara. I think I'm gonna do 2 coats of mascara, possibly 3, and then a bottom lash, and then we're gonna move on to the lips. All right, love that. Love what mascara does for a makeup look. Next, I'm gonna do a little bit of powder just down my T-zone, because we are looking moisturized, highlighted, beautiful, but I don't want to get too dewy throughout the day. So I'm going to take a little bit of this powder from, Jesus, it's flying away, from Ami Collet, and we're just going to do directly down the T-zone. Next, we're moving on to lips. I'm very excited about this. So we're going to do a new lip oil, but before we do that, I'm going to do a little bit of lip liner. This is from Jones Road Beauty. This is their shade Cognac. This is my current obsession of life. It is so good. This formula is amazing. This formula is directly under the Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liner. I just love this. It's so good. And this shade is gorgeous. All right, love that. I always like to blend out my lip liner before I do other things, because sometimes it can look a little bit harsh. So then next, let's move on to the new lip oil. And this is from Jason Wu Beauty, which, you know, I'm obsessed with Jason Wu Beauty. And this is the most beautiful shade. What is this called? Oh my gosh, the writing on this will never be able to decipher what the shade is. Wait, let's see. I don't know. I think it says 03. Everything will be linked down below, but this is a really beautiful, more berry tone. And this is meant to be like a plumping tinted lip oil. I personally don't find it very plumping, but I never find anything that claims itself to be plumping on me. So it's definitely like a me thing, but I really like the applicator on this. Look how good that is. It's just like the best shape. It's like a little bit pointed, really nice. So we're just gonna apply this. Look how pretty that shade is. I love this. I just love this shade, and I didn't necessarily need to line my lips for this. However, I just love when I'm doing a more berry tone to have a little bit of brown around my lip line, just because I feel like it makes it a little bit more flattering and a little bit more dimensional. I don't know. I just love the look, but it's so pretty. What do you guys think? It's also very hydrating. And if you have any dryness, which I have, I'm like flaking all over the place today. If you have any dryness on your lips, it really smooths over it and doesn't make it apparent, which is really nice because sometimes when you have a tinted colored product, can I rein it in? When you have a tinted product, especially when it is like a darker tone, sometimes the darker color can cling on to the dryness that you have. And I have a ton of dryness on this side right here. Just flaking, just one giant flake. So this isn't clinging to that, and I love that because it's just darker colors can sometimes cling, and I hate that, but this is such a good color. What do you think of the makeup look today? Are you as obsessed with this as I am? This is going to be my New Year's eye thing, okay? My eye thing, eye look, because I am obsessed with this, and if you want 1,097 million comments that are positive on your eyeshadow, definitely check this out. This is Rituel Fifi. I don't know if I said the name. I got the shade Apis. This is just so good. I'm obsessed. And they have a bunch of other shades, and I might have to grab another shade just because these are so good. And I feel like especially in summer, she's gonna be so cute. Anyways, that is my new in makeup, new in products look. I would love to know down below, what product are you most intrigued by? What product do you like the most? Leave a comment down below. Do you like this lip shade? This is going to be going into the like colder months of, because right now it's not that cold. I mean, it's cold, but it's not that cold. But once it gets like super cold out and it's like depressing time, so January, February, March gives me a little bit more hope. This lip color is what I'm going to be wearing nonstop. I love this. And yeah, that's it for this video. That is it for my new makeup video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.